Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
Ant.
hop,
Oh God.
hop,
What's
hip
up with you?
hop.
I done watched them niggas do interview after interview. They not culture vultures, the culture something they been into. So if you never gave them a view, I recommend you do. Cause when they question guests, they message is not subliminal. It don't matter if you a rookie or at your pinnacle. They gon' touch on stuff that you did and what you finna do. It's uncensored too. Yo, they never had a goofy show, but I saw some boys on they show acting goofy though. Well, if you think they L stupid though, you would get exposed like the hoes on OnlyFans letting coochie show. To introduce the show, when I sent this to Sam, asked, oh God, that nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a hustler. I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and oh God cast. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.
Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. I'm your brother, Oh God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across me is my co-host.
What up, y'all? It's your man, Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News, in the building for a very special edition of the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. On this beautiful Monday, we got a special guest back in the building. Our man, Ali Siddiq, is on the podcast. What's up with you, family?
Man, I am good. I got my son's shirt on. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. He 11. I got his shirt on. I put the wrong t-shirt on. my whole bicep is exposed.
You're a busy brother, man. You appreciate you coming on, man. What you got going on right now? What you up to in the studio?
Oh man, I'm at work, Magic 102, doing my thing. But the special, man, just constantly promoting the special, constantly, talking about it, getting interviewed about it, getting ready for the next one. I think people I got to do the sequel to it, so that's what I'm up to.
Yeah, man, the domino effect. You dropped it on your YouTube platform a couple of weeks ago. It's doing some great numbers. I saw it earlier. It's funny as hell, and I thought it was real dope that you actually dropped it on YouTube. And then I found out that it was supposed to be on HBO, and then you had some shit with that, and then dropped it on YouTube. Can you talk about that? How'd that whole thing go down?
Oh, I was doing a podcast like normal, and when I'm on podcasts, I don't do well with being censored anywhere, because that's why I do stand up. So I'm a free thinker, and so when I have a thought about something, I just say it. And I think that they got upset, or they thought it was going to be a bunch of backlash or whatever their situation was about a thought that I had. It's not only just a thought; it's a part of a set of things that I do. That I say, well, these are things that people have gotten mad at me about, and then I do it in a set. So it's I guess they took it like they took it, man. But it's no hard feelings towards HBO. It's it is whatever. It's not like I canceled my subscription. I'm still watching my same shows. I can't miss the winning game because they was mad at me about something. Bill, well, I don't even know if they was all mad. I don't even know. It's just whoever made the decision made the decision. No hard feelings. We'll probably do another project in the near future, I guess. But it was weird for them to get upset about that and thinking that people was gonna say I was homophobic and all the rest of that. Then I was on Sam J's show the next week. Like, it was weird, but
They got you too, huh? Damn.
But I think that you can get people who not, if they owned it. It would have been different if they would have owned my project.
Right.
This is my project. I I wrote it, I executive produced it, I performed it. It was all an in-house project. So it was nothing for them to cancel. I think that even the people who called in, if I would have never said nothing on Rogan, if I would have never been on Rogan, I would have said, I would have did the whole interview, said everything that I said, and I would have never said I had a special coming out on HBO. If I would have never mentioned it, then they would have had the people who, quote unquote, or whoever the people call in with the fake outrage would have had nowhere to call. You know what I'm saying? If I would have just not said anything.
Right.
Because this is material that I have done for a long time. It's not like it was something I said out the blue. If anybody knows me, know I think before I say anything, and I got a well thought out plan when I'm getting ready to say something. It was a correlation to something else about things that people get mad about, that I don't allow people to puppeteer my feelings with words. I just don't. I'm not in that space, because I would be mad at everybody all the time. And then because people don't stick to nothing. Like, black people still go to H&M.
Yes, sir.
The LGBT community still eat Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? It's people still, black people still watch the NFL. Don't matter if they don't matter if Kaepernick come back or not, they still gonna watch the NFL.
Yes, sir.
So it's all of this. Everybody's always up in arms. Like, okay, but because you are a puppet to feelings. Man, but in the same token, anybody can say the N-word. Anybody. But if people think about it, it's like this. Is that your job? Is that your job to interject your feelings into a business? Is that your job? Like, if I ran Chick-fil-A, he had his thing like this. He said, I don't want people in my store being lewd. Like, because I don't know if any of you guys, but you guys probably have a significant other, a girlfriend, a wife, or what have you.
Right.
When are you in a place groping your female counterpart?
Outside of my home, never.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, outside your crib.
Right.
When are you in? So my the latest situation, because I know people so sensitive. The latest situation, we at this family park called Kalahari. It's in Round Rock, Texas. It got one. I think it got one in somewhere else, but we had a family situation. Why is it two girls of another situation that's not there as husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? Why are they in the lazy river with one of them popping the other one on the ass? Like, she in the, you be in a raft and she in the raft twerking and popping the other one on the ass, and the other one next to her on water cheering, and it's right behind them is a family. It's like the whole thing is families in front of them. Like, God damn, like you didn't like. So you see this little girl. This little girl, she's like two, life jacket on. She just looking like this, like. So she has to be introduced. It's like she has no innocence. She can't have her innocence at all. She's supposed to be locked into this as well. Like, but man, people don't have any respect for little people. Man, people do anything in front of children, and then they just make the mess and then say, "Fuck it, you explain it." I don't know what the fuck to explain. Like, yo, they have never seen me popping the woman on the ass in front of them. Like, nigga, what am I supposed to fucking explain with that?
What's up?
So, but then at the same time, if people can feel anything about anything that may not have nothing to do with you. Say if I'm running a company, you're a convicted felon. You come, you are overqualified for this job. But I base it on this. My cousin was attacked by somebody that was a convicted felon. So therefore, all of y'all, I ain't hiring you, nigga. Why would I hire you? If that's the slope that we own,
right?
People's job is to, I guess you took a stand, and I get it, and it would be different if I was outraged. You see in my face and in my whole speech about it, it's nothing. I'd have no. If HBO called me tomorrow and say, "Let's do a special," I'm like, cool. I'm paying for it though. Like, I'm paying. If we do it, I'm paying for it, and I'll deliver you a product. And if you don't like that product, you ain't got to buy it. I'll give that one to somebody else, and I'll give you another one. But I got to pay for it, because you can't have the power of telling me what I can say somewhere else in a thought, and then you have that you can push the no. But Domino Effect is an extremely great piece of work, and that's the bottom line to it. Like, and I tell people this, man, I'm Muslim 100%, and I feel 100% about this. People playing, but God still has the say so. So what's for me is for me. You can't ever stop what God has already given to me. Man, you don't have that power. Right. And I think too many people think that all these other people have power. Your blessings don't come from human beings. Your blessings come from the Creator. Human beings just give you the message. Man, that is it.
Power. I don't know if you heard Ray J today, man, while we kind of on this topic a little bit. He put a post up, right? And he said that pretty much that straight N-words, you need to show more love to my gay N-words. I don't know if you've seen that. I can play the video if you want to hear it.
Nah, I don't even have to hear it. I don't even have to hear the content. No, I didn't see it. I don't spend a lot of time basing things what's going on with these other cats and social, because everybody jump these weird fences when they choose to. And I like, what is the demand? What is the what are you telling people that they have to do?
Right.
Is this like a demand?
How do you make it seem?
Like, it makes no. It's like, you have to start doing this. Why?
Right.
Why do it? I'm just saying, why? Like, but why do I? I think people got to understand this. If you want the most resistance ever in the world to happen, force people to have to accept something. Force them to have to do it. If that's your thing, that you're going to bully people or ostracize people into supporting anything, you're going to try to make me do something. I try to make me do something. Anything, just try to do it. Just force me into the position where you making me do something. Then you have a really, hey man, I was over here chilling. You came and told me I had to move over here.
Right.
And I asked you why. And you said, because I said so. And watch me double down in my seat. now that I'm not moving, what's gonna happen? Because you made this contingent as soon as you said that I had to, instead of having a conversation with me and getting my perspective and giving your perspective, and then leaving with respected perspectives, even if we don't agree. I'm not agreeing to disagree. I'm living with the understanding of why you agree, and you know why I disagree, and that is it. I don't have to respect it. I just know what it is. This is where you are, and this is why I'm at. And we had the dialogue. We came to some points that may have been conducive. Then we came to some points that's not. Hey man, people say that same shit towards black people. Black people, we have to stop killing each other, and we have to. It's mandatory that we stand together in financial power and strength and family and economics, and build a community that's dominated like we go and spend our dollars in other people's community. Black people, that's what you got to do. But you don't never hear them say shit like that.
Not once.
You try to conform to whatever you think is going to get more dollars in your pocket. And that's because people, man, this, I just need the support so I can get financial currency from the support. That shit there, man. Whatever Ray J's plight was with that, okay.
Right.
I don't. And then in turn, let's go to something deeper. So you gonna tell me to do something in a derogatory manner? You gonna call me a nigga at the end of it?
Man.
It's crazy.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. It's as I don't care, man. I use it, and it's derogatory. Regardless, I'm not above saying when I'm wrong with it. Man, I say nigga all the time. Dick Gregory said all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said all the time. But if I'm trying to address you in a manner, I'm not gonna come to you like that. I'm gonna come to you the same way that I go to the bank and I'm asking for a loan. Hey, how you doing, sir? And the reason why that I think that this is a good investment. This is like, man, I'm gonna talk to you in a manner that's gonna be non-confrontational. That's gonna be soothing. That's how things gonna happen. I just think that people should stop trying to force people's hand in things, man. It's like trying to get me to be with a woman who has a lot, I'm not talking about, because I want to be clear on this, because I know people get upset. well, I had a baby and I had to ask work. We're not talking about you, man. Y'all know what we're talking about. We talking about somebody who went to Mexico and got all sorts of shit done to them. You know what I'm saying? in searching for whatever that they're searching for in that, whether it's enhancement, whatever. I don't like no enhanced people. Like, for me, like I'm not gonna get a woman who got a fake ass. I'm not gonna get a woman that's who got fake titties. This shit. I'm not gonna get fake lips and eyebrows and wigs and shit unless that happened and that's a medical condition. I'm not searching out for somebody who don't, cause it's just not me. I don't even like nails. I don't like long ass fake nails. If I see you with long nails, bacteria infection comes across my mind immediately.
Damn.
Like, how can you clean yourself properly with all of that shit? Like, that's just how I think. That's my preference. Women, I don't get mad at you when you say I'm not your cup of tea, because I'm 5'7", I'm big eyed, I got big ass teeth, I'm small and fat. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's like sometimes I'm lean, and other times you catch me from the side, you're like, this little nigga got a gut. You know what I'm saying? But I am what I am. I'm not a materialistic cat, so I don't wear jewelry and shit like that. That's not me. And I don't think every dude that wear jewelry is materialistic. I'm saying that's not me. I don't get mad at you for what you say that you like. So you can't get upset with me what I'm okay with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna choose that for me.
Right.
But do I say, oh, you shouldn't? I'm not rallying against you doing it either. Hey man, do what the fuck you want to do. That's just not for me. Is that not cool no more? Some shit not being for you? Hey man, guess what's not for me? I don't like a bunch of fake ass niggas around me. Not for me.
Yes, sir.
I got one fake nigga. That's the only nigga I can deal with. I got one. And you everybody got that one fake nigga. You like, this nigga here, man. But you've been knowing the nigga too long to get rid of him. You like, hey man, don't tell this nigga right here nothing. And everybody in the crew know that nigga's the last nigga to find out. And you know he ain't even coming. Hey, yo, I'm gonna be there. You like, hey man, this nigga Brian is not coming. This is fake ass nigga. Hey man, everybody buy they ticket to Miami. Fuck Brian. He ain't coming. and he gonna call with some bullshit. Hey, my baby got sick. Nigga, listen. The baby's not born yet. How the baby gonna be sick and it's not born? You're like, hey man, they were saying, get your ass off my phone.
That's a fact. This year has been like the year of the comic controversy. We've seen so much shit in relation to comics, and not so much about their specials, but about what's going on stage, from T.I. to Godfrey to Dave Chappelle to Will and Chris to now recently Monique and DL.
You see how you did that? You see how you did that?
What I do like?
Well, you see how you did that, fam. We talk about comics, and the first comic you said the first person that you said was T.I. The guy, no, Godfrey.
Oh.
Controversy with Godfrey.
My apologies.
You don't name no T.I. first, man. No, that was that debacle. That it was like, I don't know what the hell is going on with all these people, man. DL and Monique, I talked to DL. Everybody know that's my mentor, so everybody gonna automatically think he's leaning one way. I'm not leaning anyway. I look at the facts, and the only thing that I have on it is I don't like when you're unknowing about something. So people talk about DL put up a performance agreement.
Mm-hmm.
That's the contract. Right? It's the summary of the contract, because the contract is longer than that. So he put up the summary of the agreement that's sent to you before you perform. UTA sends you the summary of your agreement, all the main bullet points, this, and this, which is the important shit. The venue, what you getting paid, where you at in the lineup, blah, 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 blah. How do I know this? I'm signed to the same agency. I'm signed to UTA. I get the same exact thing every weekend. That's how you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. They don't send you that if that's not in your contract. He's being respectful by blocking out certain things, the number, all the rest of that. And I'm sitting there looking at it like UTA heading, but it's not like I'm doubting him. I'm like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know what they talking about. It's supposedly, man, don't know. This man is signed to the #1 agency in the world in entertainment. It's worldwide. Anybody can look it up. UTA is the powerhouse of this shit. This for people to look at it and say, well, they doubting him. You don't know what he, what? It's like the thing. I take everything like this. I take every single thing like this. In every airport, and this is no shade to nobody. This is just the reality. In every airport, do you know, which you fellas probably know, or do you think your viewers know this, that there's a priority club in every airport? I'm not talking about the Delta Club or the United Club or whatever. We're talking about, it's called a priority club. Like they give you a card. It's in every airport. It's a priority lounge. Do you think everybody know that exists in the airport?
Absolutely not.
No, sir.
Not for everybody.
Do you know that the only way that you know that it exists, that it comes with your American Express Platinum card? It comes with it. Like it's a part of, like when you get that's a part of the concierge service that comes with it.
Okay.
The person that has the green American Express card doesn't get the same luxury. The person who has the gold don't get the same luxury. But it's more information. The more you travel up the totem pole or something, the more information that you have on something. I never knew that when you traveling with a team, like a sports team, man, they don't do no TSA shit. Like the bus pull up and you ain't got to cut off nothing. You ain't got to cut off nothing in there. So just imagine, I'm flying with the Texans. I'm flying with the football team. I'm on the phone and the plane is in the air. I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm, oh shit. I see the airline say I got to cut my phone off. And I look over the press, because I'm in the press section. The press, everybody on their phones. Like, what? Then I get back to the regular airlines, and when I hear this phone shit, and I'm in there, but I can't really protest. I'm the only one knows that this is some bullshit.
Right.
Oh, so I got to buckle my seatbelt. Well, I was just on the plane. Well, I ain't have to do none of this shit y'all said I had to do. But when you're not privy to that, you can't jump out there with some other sort of rules that people don't know. Man, people not privy to know how everything works. So you can't be like, that's fake. It's something that you're not privy to.
Well, why you think Monique came out with so much vitriol like she did? And I mean, obviously you weren't there, but why would she make something up like that, in your opinion?
I don't even have an opinion on how something goes in somebody else's mind. I just know what that was, and so let's go another route with that question. With my answer, not the question, my answer. So in light of something, I've been upset about me in a performer situation before. And the performer was irrational in the thought patterns, like, hey, you do know I didn't make up your contract. So the problem is not with me. I know I'm the closest person to you right now, but the problem is not with me. The problem is with the promoter. I am here as a hired gun. I'm just here. Who I'm supposed to shoot? I don't have, hey man, this ain't personal. None of this is personal. I'm not doing nothing. I don't know who you here supposed to shoot. I'm supposed to shoot him in the pants, in those pants. Which who you supposed to shoot? I don't know your contract. I don't know. Yeah. But if we have some sort of, okay, this may be a little touchy, because people talk about this black love all the time. And I think that most of the time, black love is situational to certain people. They only love certain black people. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can't deal with the others. That's how other people. I love these black people. I don't really like these things. I like this. But so the black love is not a universal thing. But with me, I'ma handle you better because you are. I'm going to handle you better. You have to mistreat me in order for me to mishandle you. And then I'm gonna still try to find a way to be easy, because I don't want to do anything to somebody that's black. I don't want to do anything to anybody, but I definitely don't want to assassinate the character or attack or be malicious or do anything to anybody that's black, that has not directly attacked me in an instance. Like, you would have to be jumping on me for me to retaliate. That's why, like, I tell everybody all the time, and nobody can ever doubt this that know me my whole life. I've never started a fight. I've never started a fight ever in my whole entire life. I've been in 1,000 fights. It's not one fight that I ever initiated. But I've closed out a lot of fights. I'm not going to back down from a fight, but I'm not going to start one. It's not one time I'm going to come in and I'm going to strike you, or I'm going to say something derogatory to you. I'm going to say something to your woman. I'm going to say something to your kids. I'm going to be aggressive towards you, because that's not who I am, because I already know what the consequences of that is, me being aggressive. You would have to attack me, and so that gives me every right to do the shit that I'm going to do to you. And be at you as long as until I'm satisfied, and I'm gonna be justified in it because you attack me, and I don't have no problem with it going like that. But if I attack you, I don't know. I just never wanted to do anything to somebody black, and I'm rational to the point where, hey man, I'm always sit down, even with my people. The reason why I only want certain cats around me, because I want somebody who's going to be honest and tell me, hey, if I'm tripping. Hey, man, figure out what our next move is. Give me the information, and then let me move like I'm gonna move. But I need the right information. So in that situation, we just went to the promoter. My boy came back and he was like, "Yo, man, what you want to do?" I'm really not tripping. I just didn't like how it was handled. So let's rectify. Let's get it rectified. We did that and we moved on. The I don't need it to be everybody in our business. I don't. That's just me. That's just me though. That's how I handle things. I'm not telling nobody to handle it like that. I'm just saying it's certain. It's in real life. Sometimes you can't handle people like that though. Yeah. If you handle me loudly, I'm my mother tell anybody this, and most people who know me know this. The problem is not if I'm talking to you. We could be talking and saying whatever. That's not the problem. The problem comes is when I'm like this. You talking, I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm done with it. I'm done. Whatever you saying, that shit is falling on deaf ears. Cause I've already made my decision on what I'm gonna do. But I can't do what I want to do because there's too many eyes, because you was already loud. Mm-hmm. You was already loud and you was drawing attention to me. So anytime somebody's loud with me, I know that you're terrified. Because you're trying to put all the eyes on you. So you're making it to where I can't attack you. Because it's too public.
Let me ask you this. I started by making a mistake of putting T.I. first, right? And I remember we actually talked to Godfrey. We talked to Godfrey about this situation. I'm glad he came on the show to kind of explain his side of the story. But to kind of go deeper into just T.I. in general and the whole comic thing, and not to put the emphasis on him, but a lot of people, it seemed like even around that time, they were trying to get into the comedy game, assuming it was easy, for lack of a better term. Now, I just watched The Domino Effect, and I watched you chronologically go through your life from about the age of 10 and beyond, telling your true life story, and the shit was hilarious. I don't think a T.I. could sit back and chronologically tell his life from 10 on, and it'd be funny. And that's no disrespect to him. Just certain people got it, certain people don't. So do you think that people, or when you've seen that situation as a comic, do you feel like people just walk into this game thinking that it's easy, and just because they can make somebody laugh at a barbecue that anybody can do it?
We are a $2 prostitute in entertainment. Because everybody thinks that they can do it. Like our craft, actually, people disregard our craft like it ain't shit. And this is for this is coming from somebody who's been doing this 24 years.
Right.
And track record, I don't even, when somebody try to put out they accolades and they track record, I just sit back and I just be silent again. I'm like, okay. Like, and then like, well, man, I don't know you. I'm not trying to get you to know me. And guess what? Alan Jackson probably don't know you either. He don't care too. So it's certain genres of people that don't have to know each other, but you can be so naivete to think that you jump into a craft and you the same as everybody. Nah, because everybody that's in the craft ain't even the same. There's some people in this craft that's a monster, but I understand a money grab though. So that's why I wasn't tripping. I was like, man, what's the difference? Nene Leaks, anybody that they want to see. The comedy club is just the place that they're actually holding this event. Man, Jake the Snake comes in comedy clubs all the time and tell amazing stories about wrestling. And then Mankind does the same thing. Man, people run for office. The president of Ukraine is a comedian. People can do whatever they want to do. But once you get into the craft, you have to take that particular thing serious. You think the president of Ukraine, he's a comic. But when he went into politics to become the president of Ukraine, he didn't come in there with a joke book.
Right.
He didn't come in with his fame from, hey y'all know I'm a comedian. No, he's being the president of Ukraine. So some great congressmen have been comedians. I'm probably gonna be a great senator when I decide I'm jumping out there. But the just thinking that you can do it is probably what the people probably felt disrespected. But like everybody says it's easy. It's not easy. Man, you can't, even if you are a superstar, you can't follow me after a show. You can go out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely go out there. You can definitely go last. But the people are done. The people are cooked. But see, it was a lot of mistakes made in that. Like Godfrey made his mistake in that. Like when it was said I was on the podcast, I didn't say anything because I'm listening to the story. Like there was some pieces that I wasn't told in the beginning of it that raised my eyebrow. Like what, nigga? like this ain't about no goddamn. This ain't about the comedy of it. This is about some man shit right now. And the man shit was, I'm not going to say anything about your performance that's not to you. I'm not going to be taking no pictures. I'm not going to be kicking it. I'm going to be doing none of that and then go on another platform and say anything. I'm not going to be saying no doing no shit like that. I'm going to say whatever I got to say right then.
Right.
That's just me though. And it was, I'm glad that shit is so over. Then see, I get into it with the girl. I don't know what that was about. I didn't even dive into it. I was like, man, I got shit to do. Yeah. Like that's me on most things, man. I have shit to do. Anytime I weigh in on something, man, I was bored. And at that time I didn't have anything to do. I don't surf the internet and be like, what I'm gonna talk about now. I mean, because that's not where I'm at. But I can see how people Godfrey probably got some great ratings off of that. like I'm talking following went up, I'm talking everything just because it would be so many controversies. Like I didn't give the Oscar situation no attention either. I said one thing, man. Comics are under attack. That's all I said, and that just gave license to Young Dolph and all the rest of these young rappers out here getting killed. That's what that did. Because now you are telling young men that no matter where you are, you're supposed to be driven by your feelings. You're supposed to react to everything. You're not supposed to respond. See, a response comes with some type of thought. I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna move different. A reaction, now you just an emotional person. You just knee jerk. Every reaction, that means that you're driven by your feelings. And so that's what you just did. You gave a pass to all these young feeling cats that all they're erratic, that they just feel. And I'm gonna say this, with this type of I'm gonna say with this type of velocity to it. Men don't fucking live by their fucking feelings. You're supposed to think. You're supposed to be a thought-driven person. Fuck your feelings. You are a fucking girl if you're a man that all you do is talk about how you fucking feel. This nigga over here made me feel this way. She made me feel this way. This made me feel this way. This made me, nigga, you a fucking emotional roller coaster. What type of fucking, this is because who you raised by. You are supposed to think about things. How many people in your life that you like realistically, who are the men in the people of historic value that you have relevance for, that were feelings that you did not respect their brain?
Wow.
You have to think. You have to think. They give you another scenario. Do you know in a fight, if you boxing or you in a fight, do you know that you actually have to be positive in order to win?
Wow.
When you're in a fight and this shit not going like you think, you have to stay positive. All right. Okay. All right. He got me with that shit. I ain't going back over there. Shit, it's hot over there. Let me go. Let me get my shit together. Boom. And you have to rely on the muscle memory and your defense, and you have to do it while you tired. And when your brain has to be focused, and you have to be positive. You can't be down on yourself like, damn man, I'm fucking up. You got to be, okay, he got that one. Let me say, that's why. Okay, now I'm looking better. This is why I'm at. This one, man. If you running, if you jogging, and when your body start to, that shit start to, your mind have to say, you your body you gotta say, you know something? We good. Just let me let my legs keep moving. We good. One more step. We good. If you ever play basketball, if you ever play football, man, this is a fucking real shit. Niggas get in that huddle and say, look here, man, listen. This shit ain't going right. You get your ass tore up over there. Listen, what we gonna do is that let's think this shit out. Let's this shit out. All right. Okay, I'm finna tackle one. I'm finna tackle this nigga. Hey man, we playing basketball. Nigga, I heard we doing. But that's irrational, nigga. Listen to me, nigga. So you get nigga gotta be you can't have this nigga out there. Hey man, look, I'm finna drop kick this nigga. You have to be positive even when you in a tight situation. That's the only way it works. If we go down, if we in a car and the shit going to the river, whatever negative nigga is gonna die. Because I can't do, nigga. We got the, hey man, we have this much oxygen, nigga. We don't have time for any negative thoughts, right? All of this has to be positive. Guess what? This is the whole thing. We getting out of here. Main thought? Cool. Anybody who doubts this shit, hey man, get your ass back, get your ass in the trunk, because I can't fuck with you.
Facts.
Yeah, so that's I think that shit was so disheartening that's the only thing that came to my mind. Nothing else came to my mind other than the fact of you just signed off on all of these young emotional motherfuckers out here that's living life by their feel. I was like, God damn. This shit, I said, watch how this shit blow up. I said, watch how this shit blows up, because this is way bigger than that shit, what they thinking. This is, hey man, I said it. I said, Zimmerman gets off. It's a sign off to all the rest of these young radicals. How many? I just want to know how many killings since then. You let the young white boy off for shooting and wanted to get his gun back during the rally, in the George Floyd rally. You let him off. I guarantee there will be several more young shooters right after him. I guarantee it. But you know something? They don't talk to me. What they want to do is talk to everybody else who's in the shit that don't want to make sense about it, because man, a lot of times people don't really want the real answers because now you got to be accountable for the real shit that you understand.
Mm-hmm.
So all this he's protecting this black woman, man. Protection is preventive.
Oh.
Protective is preventive. It's like this. I see you backstage. I know you're gonna be there. Hey, Chris gonna be here. Let me find Chris. Chris, nigga, don't you say nothing about my wife, nigga. I know you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you say another motherfucking thing about my wife. Chris, you say something about my wife, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't say nothing about my wife. I don't care if I'm saying it friendly to this nigga. I'm gonna find this nigga. Hey man, you big head motherfucker. Don't you say nothing about my wife. My wife haircut low. Don't you say shit.
Right.
You's an ignorant motherfucker. You been ignorant in the past. You know what I'm saying? We heard the shit you said she wasn't invited. I know she fucking wasn't invited, nigga, but you ain't had to say the shit. Nigga, don't you say nothing about my wife, nigga. Now if you go out there and do that, then I'm gonna see you at the after. I'm gonna tear your whole motherfucking suit jacket off at the after party. As soon as nigga, trust and believe, when I catch your ass at that after party, nigga, it's gonna be some TMZ shit when I catch you, nigga. But cause I told you.
Mm-hmm.
But and then it made it, man. It was just I didn't have the energy to. I'm not gonna go on social media. I don't need to rush to say things to be the first because most people didn't even think it was real.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately knew it was real when I heard the audio. The audio, because it's a skit. Nah, the broadcast network ain't finna let him say fuck for no goddamn skit.
Right.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Yep, that's real. that's really the come right there. The FCC, nigga, nah, that's real right there. What you not gonna do is say some bullshit over the goddamn air, and did it in front of the world. Because you feel like black people feel like there's no consequences to attacking other black people. And that's the whole other message, man. I think that was the message that was not put out there enough. Black people, and I'm saying all of you niggas, don't feel like there's consequences to attacking other black people. You value us the same way that the colonizer values us. Your mentality is that I can do anything to him because there's no consequences. But you would not do the same to the lighter hue. And I don't have a lot of jokes. I got a lot, mostly stories, but this is one of the jokes that I do, but I do it and I'm not joking. How is a white man, safer in the hood than me?
Damn.
Because when he comes through the hood, walking, middle of the night, you ain't finna do a motherfucking thing to him.
Right.
Because you know there's a consequence if you kill that white man, if you assault that white man, you do anything to that white man, and you know that you value his life. You like, man, what the crazy white boy doing over here? That's all you gonna say. But when I come through, right, I gotta get a pass. I gotta get a tag. Nigga, what you doing over here? I'm with the white boy that you ain't say shit to.
Real shit. Mm-hmm. Damn.
That's how we view each other. And then people say, well, it's not all of us. Well, it's not enough of us either. It's not enough of us that's willing to love each other as hard as they've made us hate each other. It's not enough. You can't keep saying that that's not the truth and then turn around and say they made us hate each other. Which the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Is they made us hate each other or that's not the truth? Either how do we keep falling for a plan that we already know that that's fucking in place? Oh, let them kill each other. Let them savagely kill each other. We already know that that's their plan. And we already know that's what they cater to. We already know that they undereducate you, they underfund you. We already know that they do all of that. Now, what is the solution? Or you just want to keep telling me the same shit?
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep pointing out, look at it, they did it again.
Yep.
They did it again. And then you want to turn around and say, man, why you not a Democrat? Man, go, man, let me tell you. Why I'm not a what? No, the better question is why your elected leaders in that party is so cowardly that they don't want to ever step on nobody's toe, but then get their whole motherfucking foot broke with a sledgehammer.
Damn.
I'm talking about they'll come and break. This is what the Democrats allow to happen to you, the people that you elect. And I'm not saying it's just the Democrat. I'm saying, but the Democrats is a spineless party. Until you elect people with spines, that's gonna go in there and say, you know something, you dirty motherfuckers. Until you do that, then you want me to keep voting for people who are allowing you to get your back broke.
Damn.
That's a fact. Over and over.
You want to say that you're a civil rights leader, but you're not making the people civil. A civil rights leader is supposed to be in a community massaging the hatred out of the community to make people civil. So where's the civil rights leader? Let's say I'm a civil rights leader, not going to and I'm for the black community. You will not just see me on TV when something is wrong. You will see me in the community massaging the hatred and the dysfunction out of this community to make this community civil. And then move on to the next one. That's what a civil rights leader is supposed to do. Or are you just getting checks?
Talk about it.
So when you see our quote unquote entertainers being like this towards each other, it's just savagery. It's constant savagery, because if Ray down the street do it, we know that he did it down the street, but you don't know on the other side of town. But if the person in the spotlight does it, everybody knows it in all 49 states that somebody black decided to do something to somebody else black.
Yep.
And then all these new woke people, man. I've been knowing all the same, man. I listen to a lot of these people, man. I'm talking about all of them, man. I'm talking about all of them, man. I'm talking about it's not one person out here that I can separate. I've heard all of this same shit, man, since I was 13 years old, man. I done read all the books. I done listened to all the speeches. It was greater men long before these knuckleheads that's out here now. Greater men that built things. Why are we in such a position that where is the black town in every city where I go to and black people thriving and got their businesses and they doing everything and they just it's several Chinatowns, and it's a Chinatown in we got 4 Chinatowns in Houston. 4 of them.
Wow. Shit.
We got 4 Chinatowns.
You know that many Asian people in Houston? Shit.
We the 3rd largest city.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have everything here. It's not where y'all from? Where you based out of?
Jersey.
South Jersey.
Jersey. So do you know how many people here from Jersey?
Is it a lot?
Like if they threw a party and just said only Jersey people invited, it's gonna be jam-packed.
Wow.
Jersey out here deep. I'm talking about Trenton. I'm talking about Irvington. I'm talking about Jersey City.
Okay.
Newark. They out here deep. Chicago, Mississippi, LA, New York, Venezuela, Trinidad, Tobago. It's no country that's not represented here. The Indonesian consulate is here. The Chinese consulate is here. Like Houston is a big place. This is the beginning of NASA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a worldwide statement. Houston, we have a problem.
Yes.
So you it's no black town nowhere though.
Right.
That's what's disheartening. There's no, as black as Atlanta is, they still don't run shit.
Nope. Not at all.
I'm talking about with political power, with being in political position, still got one of the worst school systems in the nation. Why?
Damn. Wow.
Still got a high poverty rate. Why?
That's surprising.
Why? It's like, man, what do we focus on? What do we concentrate on? Making other people rich. Black people fund the success of every other ethnic group. Their success is funded by us.
That's 100%. Yeah.
You go places and you pull into the black neighborhood, the corner store, some Indian man or some Asian man that don't have to give nothing to the community. All they can do is take. But then you have a lot of black millionaires, you have a lot of black churches, you have a lot of all this. Why don't the churches invest in some of the ideas of their parishioners in order to command the whole situation? Why don't some of these people, man, it's people that do things and don't own that same particular thing in their neighborhood that made them, but then they represent the hood. They got it tattooed on them, but then they don't live there, and they don't invest their dollars there. They just represent there. And I guess it's enough for a child to know that you from that neighborhood, and that's it. But we grew up with people that was in the neighborhood, that was from the neighborhood, and they was in the neighborhood. And this thing, man, Red Fox and Malcolm X and Duke Ellington and all these people, man, they was in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
They were living and kicking it in Queens. They like, man, I think it's so much that has changed, and I think that we have a low situation. People, the first thing people gonna say, well, Ali, you always talk about you want to fight Cat. Cat did something to me. And one thing is, I still say he's still a good comedian. Mm-hmm. I don't diminish his talent. I still got my problems with him. But yet and still, I'm trying to do it in a fair way. We boxing. I'm not out trying to kill him.
You said you and who? You said you and Cat?
Me and Cat.
That was my next question too. I was gonna ask you about his special.
About his special?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I heard, but I haven't seen it.
Y'all not cool?
Now we used to be all right. Now it's a little contentious, but it's nothing like I don't wish no harm on him. I just wanted the celebrity boxing. That's all I want to do. I don't wish no harm on the man or his family or his career or any of that. He's actually a very, very talented artist. But sometimes you have a faux pas in your relapse in your manhood, and you think that certain things can evade you from certain people. And man, with me, I don't have any Benny Blancos out there that I know of. Anybody that I have ever had a situation with, or somebody mistakenly think I did something to them, I've always cleared it up because I'm a man like that. Even if I was wrong, I'm gonna just say, yo, man, I was wrong for that.
Right.
I don't know what was going on with me. Maybe I don't even know. So, brother, all I can do is apologize. See, that type of shit right there is what you what you're supposed to do just as men. I've always had honor. It's always been honor amongst thieves. I'm from a very honorable family. Even if you do something wrong, man, you have enough honor to admit that you did something wrong and you move on. Because that's what life is, and that's how you build character. So when people think that those rules don't apply to them, but that's the rules that people live by. I'm from a place, man, we about honor. We ain't finna tongue wrestle with you or nothing. When we see you, we're gonna address it. If you have anything stepping past that, then we address it like however you choose. But with me, the difference is that's not reserved for black people. That's reserved for all people. All people. It's reserved for every single person. If I ever had any situation with anybody of any other ethnic group, I've always brought it to them. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna do this to you. No. I'm asking for a boxing match with you. I'm gonna come and knock your fucking teeth out. That is two different entities in this thing. I have no desire to be diplomatic with other people. I don't. And it depends on the person, because I have a lot of, and I hate even saying it like that too. I have a lot of friends that's from different ethnic groups. I get along with a lot of people, and right. I get along with mostly people who have a lot of honor and respect about themselves. I don't get along with goofy ass people. So I don't ever want nobody to think, oh, Ali ain't got no white friends. Man, I got some white friends that'll whoop your ass. That'll whoop your ass too easily. They whoop your ass for saying I ain't got no white friends. Like, but and I got friends of every ethnic group, and I'm cool with everybody. But they know where I stand when it comes to slick shit. Like, you can't be one of my ethnic friends of another ethnic background and you ever say anything derogatory. You say nigga if you want to. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck that you Puerto Rican, you Dominican, you Indian, you any of that shit. You rap. Say nigga. Just say it. Just say it. I don't give a fuck that you invented it, white boy. Say it. I'm gonna choke shit at you, but I don't give other ethnic groups them passes because I can't explain that shit to my grandmother.
Yeah.
There was no other people in the field with us. All that shit. I'm black too, and I'm no. You name all the goddamn Peruvians that was in the field with your grandmother. Well, nobody. Now you got some Seminoles that, and you find out that the 5 Indian families had slaves, and had to include black people, or they was gonna lose their government funding. That's the 5 tribes. If people want to go look that up and read the history on the 5 tribes.
Wow. Deep.
Yeah, we all got Cherokee in our family anyway. We definitely appreciate your time, Ali Siddiq, on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Got your new comedy special, Domino Effect, out on your YouTube platform right now. Go check that out if you haven't checked that out already. Definitely appreciate all your power, your wisdom, brother. Can't wait to have you back on. Before we get up out of here, though, man, drop your social media handles. I just dropped the comedy special. Do it again if you want. The floor is yours.
Man, did y'all see the special? Because when people, I don't ever want you to do that because somebody ask you about it because somebody else act like they saw the trailer, and then people like, well, I don't think he saw it, so because it's too hard not to mention parts that had you fucking dying.
No, that shit was funny as hell. I was watching it earlier. That shit's funny. Tink Tink the Sissy. That shit had me down. That's why I thought you got in trouble with HBO. You say this is the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We all, and that's a fact. Like, that's how we did shit in the 80s. And we was born in the 80s, but that's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? Your dad wasn't shit. That shit was funny as hell when he left you at the crib by yourself. And he was like, what the fuck? And they had you selling fucking cocaine. That shit was funny, bro. So I love that part because that's Tink is my fucking favorite part of the whole thing, man. I'll never forget I ran into this thing. And I described it to a T. This nigga had on leg warmers.
them soft ass Reeboks. This nigga had a Thriller shirt on. That motherfucker was a halter top. I said, man, this nigga wild. But he had the Carl Lewis shorts on. That nigga think was wild, man. The Coco the cap on curl. Hey, man, look, Domino Effect. If you haven't seen it, man, I don't know what you're waiting on. Maybe you try to use some time. Get you a glass of wine and some popcorn and some friends, man. It's on YouTube, man. It's a solid. I'm saying, I'm giving this a lot of thought when I say this. I would put it, in me being a comedy connoisseur, I'm putting it in the top 10 of all time.
Shit. Woo.
Top 10 of all time. I don't know anybody that would disagree with that, because it's too thought-provoking, it's too funny, and it's an hour and 21 minutes, and it got an alternate ending. That's how cold the shit is. So, and I'm top 10. It's like Raw, Live from Sunset Strip, Sinbad Special, George Carlin, Dan Sober, son of Gary. That was dope. Then you got to put me in there.
Cat Williams.
And you got Cat got one. Kevin got one.
Yeah.
Chappelle, Chris. You got to put my shit up there. You got. I'm in front of a lot of these niggas.
I will say this is the best one that came out this year, in my opinion, than anybody that came out, and that's easily said. And I love the fact that you started out just sitting down, and you're so monotone, and you chill, you're telling the story, and then as it evolves, you just laugh and laugh even more, but you're so intrigued into the story. And I think that's the power of comedy, when you can get somebody not only into the story, but making them laugh at the same time, and you do it better than most, brother. I gotta salute you on that.
I sure appreciate it, man. You know, that's big coming out of Jersey, because y'all don't like a goddamn thing. Boy, I'm talking about, if you talk about the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, every show I've ever done in Jersey, these niggas come in here with their fist balled up. Like, can I get your ticket money out here? Nigga, this nigga ordering drinks like this. What you want? I want to hit a seat, nigga. What is wrong with this nigga, man? Like, boy, y'all niggas need hugs, man. Y'all every day it need to be somebody stand outside your house, nigga, with some big titties and hug all you niggas, man. Like, y'all, man, what is wrong with you niggas? Is it in the water? Yo. I remember I used to come to Jersey. I was dating this lady. This is when I was the first cat in the whole South that had the Galaxy T-shirts, the thick neck joints. She was shipping them down from Jersey. These niggas like, man, why this ain't the same from Foot Action? Yeah, nigga, this is a real joint. My shit 2 years old, nigga. The collar I still gotta pop my head like I'm getting birthed, nigga. The Galaxy was crazy. So I'm in Irvington, and I'm getting ready to go, and she's like, nah, you got to stay. I'm like, sure, I told you I got things to do. I got somewhere to be. And she's like, nah, you got to stay. I'm like, wow, what's up? She said, it's dark, nigga. It's dark. You ain't from around here, it's dark. I mean, I'm from the hood, nigga. I'm a street nigga. I'll be out here, nigga. I ain't tripping. So, nigga, I'm nigga who be in like fucking Germantown and Philly, nigga. I know in my mind, if I could be in what's my place but my niggas won't even come to a show when I come there. Camden. If I could look, y'all don't even say it. Look, y'all start rumbling. Like, if I could be kicking it out in Camden,
right?
Nigga, I'm good. I'm good out here, man. I got down to the thing. I saw all them niggas out there. I came back up there. I said, you know something? It is dark. It is dark outside. It is dark. I'm gonna go take my shoes off and go relax for the night. I need to be able to see all these niggas. Yeah. And Jersey got so much love, but man, you know, my man Bill Bellamy from Jersey, you know, one of my, Whitney Houston, I love that girl to death, but boy, god damn. Hey man, y'all, man, listen, I don't know if y'all need some lattes out there or something. y'all niggas is rugged, man. So if you say it's funny, I'm gonna take that compliment with all the love and that a Jersey nigga can possibly. Cause Jersey niggas even hug a nigga hard. So you nigga, like,
Yeah.
you just beat me in the back, nigga. What's wrong with you niggas, man? I love y'all niggas, man. I love you, man. Y'all, and look, I'm coming out there, nigga, with a bag of hugs, nigga. Y'all, hey, man, appreciate y'all for even bringing me on y'all platform, man. That is a lot of respect and honor because you don't have to share your platform with anyone. And I thank you for allowing me to come on, brother, and share my thoughts and be open and honest. And appreciate you looking at the specials, man. It's all love on my end. Anytime, it's always a pleasure. I apologize for being late, gentlemen. I mishap on the time, and that's. And I definitely humbly apologize for that. I don't ever want to waste anybody's time. I'd rather waste your money than waste your time. You can make more money.
Right.
You know, nigga, you tripping on that $100, nigga.
Get that back.
Right.
We appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
For sure.
Brother.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep staying great. We can't wait to talk to you again, brother. For real. Appreciate
Thank you, my brother.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Salute. Yes, sir.